Redroom Sounds production. What up, sound?
You're on the show. Go ahead and hit that plus sign. I see those juice boxes, y'all. Hey. Get in there. See those juice boxes, y'all. If y'all are on the show, go ahead and hit that plus sign, y'all. Get there. See those juice boxes, y'all. If you're on the show, go ahead and hit that plus sign. Hello and welcome to the Red Room Talk, y'all. You can find us here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm your host, Jen. The Red Room Talk is a show about love, intimacy, and interpersonal relationships, including self, erasing different social stigmas. We are here to have candid discussions and cut through stigmas to show that in the end, no matter who you are and where you're from, we all have commonalities when it comes to matters of the mind and heart. Nothing is off the table in the Red Room Talk. Last episode, if you missed us, that is okay. You can find us on YouTube by clicking my link in the profile and subscribing. Last episode, we talked about personality traits. But this week, we're going to discuss love and relationships with this week's topic, the male perspective on love and relationships. We have an all-star cast this week. We have G-Way. We have Top Badge Kingy, Mr. Everything, and Big Bags. Let's find out how the panel feels about love and relationships. But before we get started, all that I ask is to keep your mind open and your language clean. First things first, hit that plus sign, and I'll get you guys in here and you can introduce yourselves. Y'all go ahead and hit them plus signs.
How everybody doing? Everybody doing okay? Everybody doing all right? What up, Super? What up, RDS? What up, Gucci? What up, Real Sister? I see everybody up in there. Speak.
You
Mr.
wanna
Everything. Shout out, shout out.
Salute.
Crenshaw. Oh, my bad. Money
I'm
bag.
so
Money bag.
scared. Don't hit the wrong button. Okay.
Uh,
Whew.
y'all you still
All right, yo.
Oh, man.
Welcome, welcome. I would say ladies first, but this is a first, so normally I say ladies first, but I'm gonna go ahead and we'll go ahead and start with the last one in the box. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us what you got going on in your life, about your shows, and we'll kick it off after that.
Shit, who the last one? I'm the last one. Okay.
You the last one in the box.
Oh man, I'm the last one in the box.
Yeah,
Oh man,
man,
dang,
it was the power of the plus.
dang.
Yeah,
All right.
be jack of all trades. You know what I mean?
I'm
Um,
lag. Big leg.
here's
He
I
big bag,
stream at
you're lagging really bad,
okay.
big bag.
Um, up. You want to come back? You want to come back to me?
Yep, go ahead, Kingy.
Yeah,
Want to
yeah,
come
yeah.
back?
Shout out to everybody up in here, man. Big bag up in this thing, Mr. Everything. The host, Gin and Juice, G Way or No Way, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. I'm Kingy, also known as King of Diamonds. I got the longest running music showcase show featured by the app. You know what I'm saying? If you rap, you sing, DJ, produce, man, we looking for you. You know what I'm saying? Looking for
Yeah.
next biggest thing on the app. Y'all know how we come every Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Now that that's out the way, yeah, I'm Kingy, man. I'm just, you know,
Man, he looks like the kid from the Boondocks.
I'm just a hard worker.
Y'all
You
hear
feel me?
me?
Stream every day. That's it. That's me. Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead, big bag.
Okay. Y'all can hear me now? We good?
Yeah, we good.
Okay, okay. Well, salute everybody. I have many names, so let's just go with this one today. I'm just a tag streamer. I've been on the app since, really on the platform since '08. I've been streaming since 2016. Y'all ever have questions, need help, just drop in on me, and that's just what I'm here for, just to give a word of advice to people without charging you. I'm not charging anybody or anything like that. So that's all. I'm just here to genuinely help people.
All right, Mr. Everything.
Okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm following instructions from the tower today. So, hey, shout out. I'm big on gratitude. Shout out to Jen and Juice. Hey, I appreciate it. I always appreciate you for inviting me to your platform. Such an amazing platform. Shout out to all the fellas on the platform. I'm looking forward to this great discussion tonight. But yeah, I'm Mr. Everything. That's what they go. That's what I go by on the platform. Georgia boy, born and raised.
Hey, GA in the building.
Southern. Let's go Southern everything, man. So I'm excited. I'm excited. But my main thing on this app is the network. Meet dope people, push out positive energy, and hopefully help somebody. And so I'm big into fitness. Um, uh-oh.
It's
So
okay.
I'm big into I'm big into fitness. So I'm doing a challenge right now with Lex the Gentleman. We're doing it every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's the Lose the Win Challenge. So that's what I'm in the middle of for the whole month of June. Um, and I do kind of special features right now. So I'm working on my own thing right now, but I got a lot on my plate. So until then, you'll catch me streaming off and on throughout the week, and that's kind of what we got going. So again, thanks to everybody who came out. I'm looking forward to the combo. Always love Jen, G Way, appreciate it, man, and
Sure.
everybody else on the cast. Let's get it.
Good time. Yo, it's your co-host G-Way or No Way. If y'all don't know me, you better get to know me. Hit that fave button, man. Y'all can catch me here every Saturday, uh, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm right here. I got a lot going on. I got a sports show on Tuesday. My normal time for streaming is 9 to 11. I got Shake That You Know What on Wednesdays. The Red Light Special on Fridays. I got a lot going on, man. I'm busy and booked. I'm trying to be like my brother over there, Kingy. You know what I'm saying? He always got things going on, trying to pencil people in. So I'm just trying to fill my schedule. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's your boy G-Way and No Way, the co-host, man. Make sure I hit me with the fave. Please hit all these guys up here with the fave. The lady, the queen as well, Gin and Juice. Let's get it, man.
Of course, I am the host, Jen and Juice. You can find me here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You got to say it that way or it doesn't count. You can find me late nights into early mornings. I kind of switch my schedule up, so I've been getting on early mornings into afternoon, and then I come back at night. Um, also got an event coming up. It is Jenny Springer with Steve Dean down here, aka Kingy. We got some things coming up. We're gonna start back doing Trivia Tuesday, so make sure y'all are tapping in with me. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. So falling in love can be complicated. Dating jitters, social expectations, gender dynamics can all impact the way that you interact with a potential partner. And while all humans experience attachment in their own ways, there may be some differences in how men and women fall in love. Men have been notoriously more standoffish when it comes to matters of the heart. So my very first question is, what is your definition of love, and how do you know when you're in love?
My definition of love is when when all I think about is you. Like at the end of the day, like I can't do nothing without stop thinking about you. You know what I'm saying? I go to the bathroom, I'm thinking about you. I go eat, I'm thinking about you. That's how I know when I'm in love. I mean, so it's kind of like a one answer. When I can't get you off my mind on a consistent basis, then I know I'm in love with you because it's hard. It's hard to get you off my mind if that's what it is.
So what the question was, what is your definition of love, and how do you know when you're in love? We'll come back to you. Anyway, go ahead, Mr. Everything.
Okay, so like you said, that's a very complicated question. It's real simple. It's real simple when you ask, but if you peel it back, it can get complicated. But I think my definition of love, being a man of faith, it goes back to what Scripture says, and that definition is very extensive. But I kind of sum it up quick as I can. So um, I know that I'm in love with someone when I like kind of what G-Way was saying, when everything that I do, not just some things that I do, but when everything that I do, I'm considering her. Um, I'm already a person who kind of sacrifices, and I like to give then receive. But when every decision I make, I'm considering her. But I know I'm in love when it's tested. Like I think I start to feel it when I'm always thinking about her, considering her. But love is kind, love is patient, love doesn't puff up, love doesn't envy, it doesn't boast, it doesn't brag. So when all those things start to show towards that lady, and I'm willing to, sacrifice almost everything for her, then I hope she recognizes it because love is at the front door. I just leave it at that.
Okay, so big bag. What is your definition of unconditional love, and when do you know that you're in love? I don't think he hears me, does he? All right, we're just gonna drop it. Anybody can jump in if they want to. Go ahead, Kingy. What is your definition of unconditional love? How do you know when you are in love?
I'm gonna say the unconditional part. For one, is like both of my brothers just said on the panel. You know what I mean? They kind of just touched on all the kind of ways you can go with it. And I'm gonna say, I'm agree with them as far as when you if I'm thinking about you all the time and I'm adding you into my life, then yeah, man, that just what I call real love. Whatever. That's how I know that that I'm in love. I would say. But yeah, ain't really nothing else I can say. They just said everything. Shout out to my brothers. Y'all done already said what I was exactly gonna say. Y'all gonna put me last on the panel. Just throw King up to last.
It was battle of
But nah, real talk. Nah, for real, they hit it right on the nail with this. Just like it's an overwhelming feeling that you get for somebody when it's unconditional. They just let you know that it's unconditional because like you can love somebody and not be in love with them. You know, you feel me? I know everybody might have ran across somebody like that in their life. You know, you got love for them, but you ain't in love with them. You know what I'm saying? Unconditional for me is like, uh, I'm gonna give you my last. I'm gonna go all out of my way to show you that, hey, I do give a damn. I do care. You know what I'm saying? So that's the unconditional part for me.
For sure. Any of you have anything else to say before I speak on it?
Um, no, I mean, I think we kind of touched it all, but like you said, it can be tricky because love and lust can they're
Right.
identical twins. They're identical
Yep.
twins, so they got certain differences that you got to recognize. You got to get up close to see it, but they hit it on the
Facts.
head.
For
Facts.
sure. So for me, on the opposing side as a woman, my definition of unconditional love or love, I feel like it's when there's like some sort of sacrifice made. When you're giving of yourself in some way, you're giving a piece of yourself. It could be letting down your walls. It could be letting go of other women. It could be letting go of habits. It could be a multitude of things. But when you let go of this something, like there has to be some sort of sacrifice made. Um, and I'm not saying sacrificing like, oh my God, I gotta give up this or I gotta give up that, but no, just something you want to do. It's something like they make you want to be a better person. I feel like that's how I know when I'm in love. When I know I'm in love, when I'm like, oh my God, like I'm just thinking about that person all the time, or I'm like, I consider them in thoughts before they even like realize that I'm doing it. And I'm gonna tell you, my stomach be hurting. I ain't gonna lie, like it doesn't feel good to me. It does not. It's not a good feeling. I'd be like, oh, why me, Jesus? It does not feel good to me. So that's for me.
Yeah,
When I know that I'm in love is when I get that. It's like almost an icky feeling. It doesn't feel good. Like it feels good, but it don't feel good. If you feel me. So
Yeah, that part. Real love, it hurts. Real
it
love, it hurt.
it
I
Appreciate
somewhere
agree.
that
it hurts
love too.
somewhere. My stomach hurts. Like feel like I'm gonna get sick. I don't know. It's something different.
Look, you know you in love when any little thing that might cause you to lose somebody, your heart just be, "Oh, you know what? You have an anxiety attack about them, then yeah,
Heart just dropped.
And
Heart
yeah,
this
just
is
yeah,
dropped.
funny.
yeah,
I
you know.
remember a moment in which when I had like the realization that I was in love with somebody, I remember I had to pull my car over. I was like, what the heck is going
Not
on
pull the
with me?
car,
Why
but
me? Like I just had to pull over because I was feeling sick. My hands were clammy, and I was like, I don't feel so good. What is going on here? And I realized, and then I was like, oh my God, ew. I'm in
yeah,
love. What's going on here?
yeah,
We don't do that here. But no,
yeah,
that's how I know when I get that like ugh icky feeling.
Right.
But
yeah.
if you are just pulling up, that's okay. We have so much more to come, y'all. You can find us here every Saturday on the Red Room Talk at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you miss us, you can go ahead and hit that little icon and subscribe on YouTube so you never miss an episode. We just discussed what your definition of unconditional love and how you know when you're in love. But now I want to talk about dating. Think back to your high school or middle school crushes. Did you tend to focus on one love and affection on one individual, or were you pretty much in love with everyone? Well, everybody is different. Your gender may have played a role in how you choose someone to date. Um, so, what I would like to know is what makes a woman dateable, and what are your deal breakers?
We're gonna let Kingy start this one off because I don't want
Because
him to
he
feel
has
like
that look that
we
he
gonna
just wants
steal his
to answer
answers.
so bad.
Yeah, all right,
So,
well,
Yeah,
all right, y'all
yeah,
give these
yeah,
answers.
yeah.
I'm gonna speak from the real man's perspective. Okay, everybody, shout out to everybody on the panel. Or we're gonna speak from the real man's perspective. Okay, a lot of the times in the beginning, okay, if we hitting it off and all of that, if the sex ain't hitting it off and all that, it's not gonna work. You feel me? So yeah, that's what There's a lot of times men are gonna go based off on the physical. You feel me? So yeah.
sure. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Everything. I
Yeah,
see
so
you.
that's all I got. I'm gonna
Like,
let y'all pick up because if I can talk now, you know I'm long
look,
winded.
All right.
we'll
Okay.
come back to you.
So you were saying taking it back to high school, and were
So like,
you
'cause when back in high school, like you either was the kind of guy who had all the little girlfriends, or you're the kind of guy who had, the football player and the cheerleader. They stuck with one woman. You know what I'm saying? So what when you go back and like you think about your dating, even if you go beyond high school, in college years or whatever, but people always have like some sort of dating style or what really makes someone dateable to them. Like, so that's why I asked, like, what makes a woman dateable, and then what are your deal breakers? Because I know for me, I know I have like, not saying a list, but I know I have deal breakers that I know that I cannot go beyond a certain point with somebody.
All right. So
okay?
in
I got
reference
you.
to
I
this
got you.
question, are we answering in reference to like in high school and college or now?
No, we're
I'm just
in
saying
reference to
in
now.
our
That was
reference
just,
now.
yeah, in reference to now. Yes, in reference
Because
to
I was
now.
the same way then though. So that's why it's like, oh, we ain't, oh, we
Or
can't. Oh, okay, bye.
nah. So okay. So I got you now. I'm glad you asked that question, G Way, because that kind of helped me
Yeah, yeah,
understand a little
yeah,
better.
right.
So
Yeah.
but yeah, so in high school, I'm gonna just tap on high school and then come to current time. So, you know, the tricky thing about dating, and I'm gonna just speak from my perspective. I don't know if the guys can relate, but when you have a lot of options, it gets hard, right? Because
Hold
you
up,
know,
sir.
Somebody get you.
Somebody got it.
and I'm trying to be transparent, right? So if you only got two options, A or B, I I use deductive reasoning and I'll compare and contrast. But when you have a lot of good women that you could potentially choose from, that can be very difficult. So that's why, to your point, Jen, I think it's important that you have a list of the things that you look for in a woman. I personally, I have a list. I know exactly the things that I need in a relationship. I know the things that I cannot tolerate, and I know the things that I will like, and I kind of shape those things. So when I'm looking to date right now, I'm not really on the prowl looking to date, to be honest. I'm trying to pursue purpose and I'm trying to pursue some goals that I got. Um, but when I do intentionally, I'm looking to date somebody. I already have that list based off of previous experiences, and I know what I'm looking for. Those are the qualities I'm looking for. Now, physically, as there was somebody saying that earlier. Yeah, you kind of think about sex and attraction and physical stuff. That's true. But now at this point in my age and at the stage in my life, I need substance. And I tell you, the one main thing for me that is extremely attractive, and I say this all the time when I'm streaming, something that's not physical, is a woman that's consistent, a woman that is consistent, and she does what she says she's going to do when she says she's going to do it. But I have a long, extensive list of the things I need, the things that I cannot tolerate, my non-negotiables, and the things that I want. And I know exactly what I'm looking for.
She said,
Okay.
hey,
So, ladies should
I
know
know exactly.
exactly what
Okay.
he's looking for.
I know
Well,
exactly what I'm looking
say
that's
for.
it
why
with
his
your
name
chest
is
then. Say it with
everything.
your chest then.
He need everything,
He
Mr.
said,
Everything.
Come on, come on.
I felt
Come
that one.
on with
I
it.
just felt it in my chest. So
All right, all right.
that's what
Okay.
she
Well,
said.
nah, big salutes, big
But
salutes.
now, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let y'all move on. But it's like an investment, right? So if you go buy a house, you're not just gonna go look at the lawn and look at the back door and look at the roof. You're gonna look at everything in there. How many bedroom? How many bath?
Oh
square
yeah,
What's
feet.
the interest rate? Come on, it's an investment.
for
So
sure.
we got to be intentional.
I'm just
Okay.
saying, me personally, because I've been married. I'm happily divorced. Uh, you know what I'm saying? So it's really like, as far as the whole thing, like what I said, like the whole sexual thing though, because that's what's gonna drive. You know, I know it's more than sex. You know, you want the consistency. You want somebody that you can actually engage in an intellectual type of conversation. You know, all that. You know, like you say, you want your specific things in a person. But at the end of the day, if y'all not satisfying each other, if me personally, like, I'm not satisfying her, she not satisfying me, and we just don't, and we just not compatible, it ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Because that is like, in my opinion, man, sexual, just the intimacy is that's the most important part of a relationship. That's a make or break of any relationship right there. So it's like, for me, that's what that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
For
For
sure.
me, when it comes to dating, like back when I was in high school, it was more so about who got the nice rack, the big peach. I was trying to smash. I ain't gonna lie. It was all about smashing. Everything was smashing. I'm telling my friends I'm smashing, and it's just we gonna just smash it up. But nowadays, man, dating is rough. Dating is rough. Dating is rough.
You
I'd
can't
rather just
smash
skip.
it.
You can't smash
Yeah, you can't
everything like
smash
that no
anything
more.
now.
You can't smash everything moving. You got to worry about if a person screen recording you or recording social media. Like it's crazy now. Social media has dating so twisted. I'm an 80s baby. So to me, it's like it's different now because it's like I'm used to when I'm growing up seeing flowers and candy. You want to talk to a woman, you go talk to a woman. Now you in the DM like, hey, what it is, Netflix and chill. You know what I'm saying? So like to make a woman, I mean, nowadays, man, I just tell you my deal breakers because dating, what I look for with the dating, I gotta agree with both the fellas. I mean, I'm looking for if you're smart, if you can cook, do you got good family values, but at the same time, if the sex ain't there, then it ain't gonna work at all. We
Mhm.
wasting each other's time. Now I know your mama birthday for no reason.
Yeah, exactly.
So so,
She
but
could be.
right, exactly. And then
Oh.
what was the other part of the question? What deal breakers?
Mm.
Yep.
Deal breakers for me. I can't stand a female that's fresh out of a relationship. I don't want to do it. I don't want to be a part of it. To me, if you just got out of a relationship, you need at least 6 months to a year to heal. I don't want to be the rebound guy because at the end of the day, when you get mad, you're gonna think I'm the other guy and not the new guy. So I don't got time for that. That's a deal breaker for me. Bad breath, hygiene, big deal breaker. And a chick that's like super demanding, like try to treat you like a dog. Like, yo, I told you to call me at 9. It's 9:02. Oh, whoa, hey, nah, hold up, wait a second. Yeah, let me go ahead and get 9:03 and block you. I'm good. But yeah, that's how it goes for me. That's how it is, in my opinion.
I forgot the deal breakers piece. I don't know if
Yeah,
I'm
Go ahead. Go
yeah.
ahead. Look, we got time.
oh, okay. I'm gonna circle back. So deal breaker, number one deal
Who
breaker
is
for
that?
me right now. Um, I'll wait for you to let that simmer a little bit. Number one deal breaker for me right now is a woman who cannot communicate. She struggles with articulating what she's upset about, why she feels some type of way, especially when she's mad. I mean, because I just got to have communication.
Man, who is
I'm a
this
person
guy? This
who,
man right here, he a genius. Who is this guy?
Look, he's
hey,
my best kept secret, yo.
bro, hey, I ain't come to play tonight, man. This is a subject that I think a lot of women really need to know and understand.
For real.
Men too,
I was
but
excited for this show.
yeah, man. But a woman who cannot communicate, and I understand you need your time to get away. You upset, I'm
Mhm.
upset. Go take a ride through the park, but we can't go on for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, and we're going to bed, getting up, going to bed, getting up, going to bed, getting up. You're looking at me, I'm looking at you. We ain't talking, we beefing. You ain't having sex, as the other two gentlemen saying. We need to
Right.
sit down as grown adults, right? Discuss
Facts.
why we upset and figure out what we're gonna do moving forward. So a woman who cannot communicate, that's number one on my list. Keep it moving.
Facts.
That's
Yeah,
that's
add that.
immaturity.
You can pencil that in on my list too. If I ask you what's wrong and you say nothing and I
You
know
get
it's
the
something,
shoulder. Yeah, you get the cold shoulder. Yeah, that is the worst. You know
that's
what
the
I'm
Oh,
saying?
worst,
it
man.
makes
I
your heart
usually do
pound,
that.
your chest hurts, it doesn't feel good. So I mean, I definitely say that's on my list. If you can't communicate, and especially if I can't come to you, like say I come to you, and this is coming from a woman's standpoint. If I come to you and I'm like, look, babe, this is something that's really bothering me, and I need
What's up?
this
What's up?
to be addressed. You know what I'm saying? And you shut me down, and you don't allow me to express like my sorrow towards something, and you make me feel like I can't come to you, I will never come to you again. I promise you. That will be the last time that I ever put myself out there, because if you cut me off and don't allow me to have feelings, or it's already over. Beyonce Hova, it's over. So for me, it's over. I can't. That I will never live my life like that ever again, because I lived that life. I lived that life of walking on eggshells. I lived the life of being afraid to speak up of how I feel, like I didn't have a voice, because I have a voice. You know what I'm saying? So I need to know that I'm also hurt in a relationship. While I am a female and I allow my man to lead, I allow him to be the head of the household. I also need to be heard and be a part of it, because I am not to be walked on. Your woman is your rib. She is to stand beside you as your
Come
equal,
on
as your
now.
partner.
Come on.
So I need to be your equal. I don't want to be walking behind you. I don't want to be trampled on. I want to be beside you. I'm supposed to be your rib. I'm supposed to be that extra counterpart of you. So I need to know that I can be that. Um, and for me, what makes a man dateable is someone who allows me to flourish in my femininity. He's gonna give me that safe space. He's gonna allow me to be who I am, and also have be great too. While I allow you to lead and I want you to be great, and I'm gonna be there cheering you on, like, yes, baby, get it. But I also need that person in the background, like, that's my girl. Like, and you looking at me like Shia LaBeouf watching his girl on stage, like. I need that too. So I feel like just as much as I'm your biggest fan, I need you to be my biggest fan. As Team Us, we both each other's
Let's
biggest.
go. Let's
So,
go.
and do y'all have any more things to say on that subject? All right then. So if you are just pulling up, y'all, it is okay. You haven't missed much. We still have so much more to come. You can find us here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Red Room Talk, y'all. We just discussed what your definition of unconditional love, how do you know you're in love, and what makes a woman dateable, and the deal breakers. But now I want to know about the approach. So despite what we've been told, while there are societal differences in gender roles and behaviors, men and women are largely the same neurologically. This is important to keep in mind and when we examine gender differences. But what does this mean for today's values and gender roles? This leads me to my next question. What are your thoughts on a woman making the first move? Are you for it? Are you against it? How do you feel about that?
Shoot, I'm for it. I'm all for it because I don't know about the rest of the fellas, but I don't get that often. If you got
I'm
the
a,
guts to shoot your
yeah.
shot, then oh Lord, I'm drooling off rip, especially if you're looking good. Like,
He
excuse me,
said,
can I talk to you for a minute? Yes, you can talk to me for a
Can
minute.
we talk
Shoot,
for a minute? Hey, that's fire.
Let's go.
shoot.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I'm gonna side with G Way on that one. I'm gonna say yes, but at the same time, I'm still, not one of them believers of as far as the woman proposing. We ain't gonna go that
oh
far.
no, no, no,
I
no,
was
no,
gonna
no. I
bring
would
You
that
never
know,
up.
say.
I was gonna bring, cause I
yeah,
know
I knew
that's
that
one
was
of our
coming
favorite
next. I
questions.
knew that was coming next.
That's
So
a good
nah,
one.
if she on some trying to get on one knee and will you marry me? No, no, no. But as far as her making the first move to be like, hey, I think you kind of cute, whatever, whatever, whatever. Hey, drop it in the inbox right now. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? A little subliminal right there.
An hour.
Drop it in the inbox, yo.
G.
Somebody gonna get off and look in the inbox. Somebody gonna be like, somebody you cute
Who's
over there, whatever.
inbox? Whew.
Eee.
Let me know. All right. So what say you? What say you? What are your thoughts?
Uh, I, I agree with I agree with the men. A woman can take her shot at a guy. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that there's a preference. I think some women prefer for a guy to approach them first, which yeah, that's typically how it happens. But if a woman is ready and she knows what she's looking for again, and she sees it in a dude, there's nothing wrong with her going up there introducing herself. Hey, how you doing? My name is Jen. I saw you from across the room. Just wondering, just basic stuff.
That
Just
sounds
don't
like a
come
song,
corny.
but
Look
yeah.
at me. I'm like, dang, that just
I thought Alicia
Yeah,
Keys had walked in the room.
Right, it sounds like a
Oh,
R&B
that's what I
song.
was
You don't
thinking.
know my name.
Yes, yes. So, this come organic, come natural. Don't come with no agenda. Don't come, with no corny pickup lines. Same thing women say, guys, don't come at me corny. Don't come with no ooh, you must be an angel that fell from heaven. Just be yourself, ask genuine questions, and I think that's cool. The reason I say that is because I know I talk a lot about relationships too in my lives, and there's some women who say that give me your number. There's some women that say um, the guy should always approach them first, right? And I disagree with that wholeheartedly. There's no always, there's no never, there's no all inclusive anything. Everything's subject to change. And I think that if she is that type of woman that thinks that a guy needs to approach her, then she needs to show herself approachable. You can't sit back like a boss, antisocial, rest in B face, and you think a guy gonna come up on you talk. No dude is gonna push through all that pressure
Too
to
much.
just to get your attention.
Because the main
It's
thing we
just
hate is rejection.
just like a
Rejection.
woman.
Just
Absolutely.
like a woman. Just like a woman. But if a woman, when yeah, I like jokes. You want to sell corny jokes to me? I fell out of heaven. It's okay. I'll be like, you gonna catch me? You know what I'm saying?
As a female, like, okay, so I'm on both sides of the fence, okay? If I really, really like you, I'm probably not gonna tell you. I ain't gonna lie. It just depends. It really depends. If I feel so heavily that I have to, I will. I'll definitely like drop little hints, like, boy, I might say some, or it could be really subtle, or I might be like, get my little like I might give him a little jab in or something, like play you a song or something, or I don't know. I might just, kind of side flirt, but I'm gonna tell either on and off. Like I'm either out of my shell or I'm in my shell. It really depends on the energy from you. I really try to watch for how men interact with me before I react. Like I want to see how you're acting towards me. Like if I feel like there's a tinge of like, okay, he might like me a little bit, then I'm gonna get in there. But if I don't feel it, of like I always say, there's like a bob and weave. Like okay, it could even be the moment, like the moment of the first kiss, right? If a man don't bob, I'm gonna weave. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna approach it. So I need to know that there's that little like he's trying to get in there. Now if I don't feel that, like there's some sort of effort, like he not like that. G, I see what you're laughing at. So if I don't feel like he has put some sort of like planted some sort of seed in my mind that he is interested in any way, I'm probably not going to say anything, because I feel like a man should let me know in some way. Now he could be shy, so I get that. Now, so I might say it in a joking way, like, boy, if you don't, I might say something like that. But beyond that, I need to have some sort of seed planted that he's interested. So, and I definitely will never be on my knee asking a man to marry me. Never.
Hope
Never.
not. I'm gonna leave
Never.
you right there.
Hmm.
Right there, yeah. That's a no
I
for
don't
me.
know, Jen. I don't know, Jen. We'll talk after the show about that, okay?
Oh, we definitely. Oh, make sure y'all stay tuned after, because we can't be raw and uncut after. So yeah, if I really feel that strongly, I'll definitely say something. I'm gonna let you know in one way or another. You know what I'm saying? So but if y'all are just pulling up, that's okay. You can find us here every Saturday on the Red Room. Saturday on the Red Room Talk at 10 p.m. You haven't missed it all. We do have more to discuss. We just discuss what your definition of unconditional love, how you know when you're in love, and what makes a woman dateable, and the deal breakers, and then your thoughts of women making the first move. But now I want to know about a specific situation. So, men often feel most loved by the women in their lives when their partners hug them, kiss them, smile at them, and explicitly offer gratitude, if you feel what I'm saying. Praise and words of affection. Men also feel loved and connected through sex, often to a greater degree than women do. Whereas women often need to feel emotionally connected as a prelude to sex, men often need to feel sexually connected before they connect emotionally. We just discussed that a little bit. What this leads me to ask is, okay, when a woman gives into your advances, do you lose respect for her, or do you deem her undateable? When a woman gives into your advances,
Ah,
What you mean? Give it to
and so
your
like
it's
in the beginning,
the
when you're
first
first
night.
dating, or it could be the first night, do
Well,
you
she
lose
let me hit
respect
it
for
on
her,
the first night.
or
Got the
do
ding.
or do
I
you
gonna, if
deem
she
her?
got the ding on the first night, am
Yep.
I gonna look at her differently?
Or do you deem her undateable at that point?
Nope. No.
Especially if it was good. Nope.
Especially if it was great. Nah.
Nah.
Yeah, cause she took a chance. We both taking chances here. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's like, nah, you know, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? No. Especially and then it's this too, because especially it's like, all right, so if you ever into, like, you know, if you had a one night stand, maybe, you know what I'm saying, if you was ever in a situation where yeah, it really depends kind of
Uh-huh.
on the person, honestly, though, because it could have, and then it could have been good, but then y'all could have just been, you know.
Right. See, I was gonna say that.
So
See, it depends on how the first time went.
situation,
Now, if I met you at the bar and we go on the first night, you ain't gonna know me after that night. You probably don't even know my name, to be honest with you. But like, if it's something like, oh, we met out and about and we kicked it at church or something like that, like somewhere else besides a club or a bar, then yes, of course.
right.
And it's good, then
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I say no, I wouldn't look at her differently because she made a decision. Um because I don't know, because I'm thinking too, like you said, if you met at a bar, that's a little different than somebody you've been talking to over the phone. You know what
Right,
I'm
right.
saying? Y'all know each other, you already discussed, children. You talk about
Already.
a lot, and this just so
Yeah.
happened to be your first date.
Right.
You ain't just meet no stranger no more.
Right.
The vibe and the energy is already created over the phone. So now y'all exchanging energy, and it's
That
like,
part.
oh shoot, like we here,
That
So um, there's no judgment there. We grown.
Okay.
Two grown people making grown people decisions. So no judgment on that.
Now that's one cold Medea.
That is one. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so.
It's rough.
Ooh.
So,
Look,
okay, so why I ask this is because, women often feel like, dang, I messed up, like I gave in the first night. But I feel like out of anything in this world, the one thing that should never be a scheduled thing is sex. And I'm not saying because, women want to put down this 90-day rule or 30-day rule or whatever, however many dates rule. And I feel like out of anything in this world that should never be is physicality. When you feel a connection, because it could be the first date, it could be the second date, it might not be until 90 days. Who knows when that feeling is? But I feel like out of anything in this world that should be scheduled, is sex should not be one of them. If I feel that electric feeling, like Mr. Everything was just saying, we've already had discussions, we've had talks, we've had intimate conversations. I'm sure I've gotten to know you to some degree before, unless, like you said, you met in a bar. But then that's a whole different situation. Meeting in a bar and hooking up with someone on a drunken night, that's a whole different situation. But if we've already had some sort of getting to know each other, we've had discussions, you kind of know kind of who I am, you've gotten to know me to some degree, and then you get together and the physical part, like when you're together, that's like alchemy. Like, wow, it could be like that electric feeling when you actually meet. So to like ignore that feeling and to not you might mess it up by not. And I'm not saying by not by being physical, but I mean by not giving into like that feeling. When that if you've ever felt it, if you've ever felt that electric feeling just being next to someone, whew, it's a
here's the
beautiful
thing.
thing, I promise you.
It'd be like, okay, well, you
Dang,
want
yeah. I mean,
come sit
it's
right here then, right quick, huh?
right
You know what I'm saying? Real quick. Yeah, it's just a little
for
bit.
Yeah.
sure. So
While
I
you
feel
on
like
your
if
break.
Yeah.
you ignore that, you could mess it up the other way. If you felt that moment and you ignore that moment and you pass by, that might have been your moment. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Lord, y'all.
She said, her
Uh,
Yeah.
eyes don't say it all.
so,
Yeah.
You
I
talking
feel like
about? You sound like you talking about some movie stuff over here. You
I
know
mean,
how they be in
I
the
mean,
movies?
this
They be
is
looking
it.
at
If
each
you've
other. They
ever
be
felt it like that,
doing all this stuff. That's
it
how
could
she
be
talking
like
about.
look, if y'all have never felt that, I feel sorry for you. I promise I do. If you've never felt that kind of connection with someone, I feel bad for you because I'm telling you, it can be a beautiful thing. And it could be
Yeah.
on
But
the first
that's
night. It could be the second night. It could be who there's I just feel like out of anything in this world, sex should not be a scheduled thing. Like, okay, I like you a whole lot and I feel it and I want to, but I'm gonna make you wait 90 days until you don't like me. Like, come on. Come on.
Gene, you trying to move some furniture around that thing?
Trying to do something. Anyways, if you are just pulling up or pulling out, just kidding. You're late. You
Ding
haven't
dong.
missed everything. That was a joke. We still have a little bit more to discuss. That's okay. You can find us here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the Red Room Talking. Somebody gets it. We just discussed what your definition of unconditional love. How do you know when you're in love and what makes a woman dateable and the deal breaker? I'm sorry. Also, what are your thoughts on I need a drink? Whew, Lord.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
getting
It's the
toasty in
red
here.
room. It's the red room right here.
Red,
This
red.
is the original Red Room, y'all.
The red room up in this thing. Let's go. Shout out to the red
Also,
room.
when a woman gives into your advances, do you lose respect for her? Now I want to know specifically about you. Lord have mercy on my soul. It is a common misconception that men don't crave feelings of closeness, connection, and emotional intimacy just as much as women do. Men and women have differences in the way that men and women feel connected and cared for, often having to do with their love language. Whatever language your heart desires. What I want to know is
I want to
You got
know what's up
you
with
gotta read
JJ and his
JJ. You
wife.
gotta read
JJ,
JJ's comment. We
JJ,
can't move past that.
yo,
You gotta go read
JJ.
JJ's comment.
I try to keep a straight face. JJ,
you
like,
know
I
what?
just
I
got
Nah,
just got
bro.
married.
married, and to be honest, I hate my life. Come here.
Hey, JJ. I
Poor
got a bone
JJ.
to pick with your wife.
All I gotta say is that must have been some
Damn,
uh,
JJ.
that yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
My
yeah,
you can have her.
y'all
Hey,
heard it here first. Sorry, JJ. Sorry to your wife if you see this on YouTube, y'all. He made a mistake. That's what we all do. But in a couple years, when you get a divorce, pick the right one, okay? So it's a common misconception that men don't crave feelings of closeness, connection, emotional intimacy, and I hate it here. Just as much as women do, men and women have differences in the way that men and women feel connected and cared for, often have to do with their love language. I'm saying it again. Whatever language your heart desires, what I want to know is you personally, how do you need to be loved?
hey, you be
Ooh,
making me think. Huh?
ooh.
How do I need to
I'll
How
be
do
go.
I
loved?
need to be loved? Damn.
I'll
I need to
go.
be loved unconditionally. You know, we was talking starting off with unconditionally, and then I'm gonna go to like what my guy said, most definitely, because what can also make a break besides the physical is that communication part, that part where I go ask you what's wrong and you oh nothing, you know, or don't even say that at all. You know, it's the communication too. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it, man. You know, I pick it back up. I'm gonna let my guys get in there.
Oh, go ahead,
Okay.
Lex.
Get it up in there, he said.
Yeah. If you want to speak common terms, most people speak love languages, right? So I'll go. My love language have changed. I don't know if the guys can relate, but my love language, you know, my top love language right now would be quality time, followed by physical touch. So,
That's
and
a
I
fact.
tell I tell whoever I'm dating off rip, though that's how you reach me. You ain't gotta cook for me. It ain't that stuff we see on the movies. I mean, a good dinner is good, but I need a woman to understand and know that quality time with me. Quality time means you ain't on Instagram. You ain't like like focused time with me. So quality time and physical touch are the top two love languages. And so yeah, she needs to know that off the rip. And I don't know if that answers your question or not, but how they love me, I mean being consistent. I think that's how I think I begin to fall first, because if you give me consistent quality time and consistent physical touch, consistent, right? And you are doing that, I mean, though that's the quickest three ways for you to see me, kind of fall and melt in your hands. So
I'm gonna agree with that too, but I'm gonna also throw in like the affirmation. You know what I mean? They go a long way as far as a man. You know what I mean? Like we got to take a lot of, we have a lot of pressure as a man, then as black men also. So when I get that affirmation right there, and it's all the way right there, I be get built up, feel like a superhero. Oh, it's over with. So yeah, that where I'm at with it too,
Yeah,
though.
that's true. That's true.
That's what's up, man. Shoot. I gotta agree with both the fellas on this one, but mine's a little bit different because of my profession. Uh, to love me is hard. You got to be a strong woman. You got to be a loyal woman. I drive trucks for a living, so I'm out there. I'm gone. Like I need a woman that can hold it down while I'm gone. I need a woman that can put it down when I'm home. I need a woman that can put it down in the kitchen. I need a woman that can be understanding because at the end of the day, if I'm in a relationship with you, everything I'm doing is for you. It's to help you or
I'm in a
benefit
show.
you. You know what I'm saying? Like he just said, I'm in the show. You know what I'm saying? Support me. I need that. I need I need support. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to, and I gotta agree with that affirmation. You gotta make me feel like I'm the king. Like ain't nobody else better than me. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to love me because like I said, I do a lot. I drive this truck. I got something going on tag almost every night of the week. You know what I'm saying? So it's really hard. It's really tough. And I got kids. I got two grown boys, pretty much 16 and 12. But it's hard, yo. To love me is hard, yo. So you got to be a very strong woman to love me, pretty much at the end of
Yeah,
the day.
yeah. Yeah, and I think that's a sacrifice, or that's something that every woman has to count up. They got to count that cost up when they date a man that's busy. He's in his bag and he's productive. So everybody wants the man that's got the dollars, but that man ain't got a lot of time. And that time that he
Exactly.
does have, you got to capitalize on it. So that's why I say he may not have a bunch of time because he's on the road. But if every Tuesday and Thursday he's home, quality time, like that time has to be quality. You can't,
Right. Put that
mess
dang
over that
phone
time.
down. Put that phone
Yeah, you can't
down.
mess over that
No
time.
friends
Yeah,
coming over. They had all their time while I was on the road. No, no,
for
she can't
real.
come over. No, we're not watching. We're not babysitting. Put the phone down. I need quality time. My love languages are
Yeah,
exactly the same. Quality time and physical
yeah,
touch are my top two on my love language.
for sure.
Um, so if you're just pulling up, since I see someone in the comments, we're talking. This is the male perspective on love and relationships. We just asked the gentleman with how do they need to be loved, but as a female, I feel like we need to be loved a little bit different. While we have the same commonalities, we all want to be loved. But I feel like for me, I definitely quality time. And when we say quality, like we were just talking, uh, when we're together, whether you're a working man, whatever, and it's only going to be a smaller time, then you make do with the time you have and make sure that it's quality. Whether we go to the grocery store, this is what I always say. I want the kind of man that we can have fun at the grocery store. Ooh, I see what you did there. But we can have fun at the grocery store. We can have fun at the grocery store, and I feel like, or say we're just sitting there on the couch watching our favorite TV show, and we poke fun at each other, like, I know you ain't watched the show without me. Like you have something that's just for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Trust is definitely built. Um, and then for me, like in general, I need you to love me in my love languages. While you might have your own love languages and things that you need, which I will reciprocate that with what you need, because I'm going to make sure that I get to know what your love languages are. So I'm going to make sure that I love you in yours, and I'm going to need you to love me in mine, because we don't have, we might not have. What if I give you gifts and you just want a hug? You know what I'm saying? I mean, we all love gifts, but what I'm saying is, what if I'm loving you wrong? You can love somebody in the wrong way if you're not loving them in their love language. So definitely make sure you really get to know your partner. I think a lot of times, I think I've discussed with Mr. Everything before. People want to be in love with a beautiful stranger so bad that they get with someone who they want to change and want to, just because they're beautiful. When I feel like you should get with someone who fits what you already like. You know what I'm saying? And it makes it easier that way. And that way I know that I want to get to know you. I want to learn you. It's like going to school. When you first meet, it's like being in kindergarten. And then as you guys grow together, it's like going, first grade, second grade. The more you know, the more you know. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, while it's different, I still feel like we have the commonalities of just loving someone in their love language. So if you
Yeah,
guys are just pulling up, we've been talking about the perspective on the male perspective on love and relationships. We're going to my favorite segment. We're gonna do a little different tonight, but the Ask Jen
Stick around,
host hot
JJ.
seat question. I went to Instagram to ask our peers what they wanted to know so viewers can send questions just for me. If you want your question to be featured on next week's episode, make sure you go to my profile, follow me on Instagram, and watch for that host hot seat question. Um, so because we're talking about men, I'm gonna actually give this question to G-Way, and I will let you gentlemen also weigh in on it. But we're gonna give this question to G-Way. He's on the hot seat this week. Okay.
Lord have
So
mercy.
this week, Arding S wrote in and asked, "How will a woman know when you actually like her and it's not just about sex?" Bum,
When when
bum.
I when I don't push the issue of sex. When I'm not like literally trying to get in your pants and your drawers all the time. I'm more so in tune with what you did today and how you feeling and what you got going on. Like I think that would be my answer. When I stop when I'm not really pushing up for it. That's you know what I'm saying. That's what I that should know definitely when I'm not trying to. Right, we didn't come chill without doing it. Yeah, like I can see like when it gets to the point like, oh dang, why we ain't did nothing? Like, yeah, what's going on? Like, yo, just love being around you. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is for me. Y'all fellas can chime in as too as y'all want to.
Yes, definitely, guys. Go ahead and chime in on your answers.
Yeah, yep, yeah. I would say the same, man. And that's when I think it's no longer just lust. Like you're no longer just physically attracted to her. Like you genuinely enjoy her presence and you enjoy quality time with her. Whenever whenever you can do whatever. Like you said, we can go for days and we look up, we haven't had sex. Now I know. I think the last time I really realized the transition that happened was she was doing something and it was a perfect opportunity for me to to make the wall sweat and
Whew.
I didn't I like we didn't do anything. We kind of just sat there and it may sound soft and sentimental to dudes, but we sat there and cuddled and watched the movie, you know what I'm saying? And that turned her on even more because I was like, I ain't even on this smashing stuff tonight. I just want to chill, you know what I'm saying? It's been a long day. I just want to hear about your day. You know what I'm saying? And we was just on some chill stuff. But I know it was real when I gave her a massage, right? And guys, that's the perfect opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know,
Oh
you massaging
yeah.
the back
A
and you
massage,
going on
right?
down, you
Yeah.
slide on in. And I
Hit
wasn't
them
even on that tip.
glutes.
Like I
Get right. I was
you
just
already
gonna say,
know.
get to the glutes. Yeah,
Get
yeah,
to
it's
the
over with.
glutes.
Yeah, she
It's
was like,
over.
go down a little lower. You was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, my
Each
back hurt,
circle
but you
gets a little
massaging.
right
deeper.
there.
Yeah,
Just a
that's
little
not my
deeper.
back, sir.
Yeah, her back
Oh
up
my
here, but
bad,
you
my
all
bad.
down. But
Yeah,
yeah, I realized I was like, yo, like this is dope, man. Like I just enjoyed the conversation, cool music, good vibe. We weren't even thinking about having sex. So that's when you probably know he's into you, not what's between your legs.
Right. That's
excellent.
just dessert.
Nah, they part. I'm gonna agree with everything my brother was saying. I'm just gonna add like it's just really for me when it's like they your best friend and you having other conversations about everything else and you planning things. Like I was saying, of course sexual is gonna be involved, but when it's more than that, you know what I'm saying? It's like y'all have a genuine connection, yeah. So that's where it's at. That's where I'm at with it.
Facts.
For sure. So obviously I cannot weigh in on that one, okay? But I definitely love hearing all your answers. So all romance starts and ends with paying attention to the other person's feelings and showing them that you love them in ways that are tailor made to being meaningful to them. Aren't sure how your man feels most loved? Ask him. But never forget that men crave romance and connection just as much as women do. Even if they experience it differently, take the time to figure out what's most meaningful to your man. If you're just pulling up, this is the Red Room Talk. You can find us here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's almost over. Tonight's topic was the male perspective on love and relationships. You're definitely late, but don't fret. You can find us every week on YouTube by clicking that icon in my profile and making sure y'all subscribe. Um, Every week I come to this conclusion. We come to this place of healing. We come to this moment where it all comes to a close. But I would like to wrap up the show with a quote, which I do every week. So the quote is if a man loves a woman's soul, he will end up loving one woman. But if he loves a woman's body or face, all the women in the world won't satisfy him. Pretty
I
good.
agree to that.
Right. I like that.
So, as always, it has been a pleasure having y'all on the Red Room Talk. Go ahead and give y'all outros. Let us know about your live. Let us know when we can find you. Let us know about your shows. Um, yeah, if y'all want to be on the show, make sure you guys hit me with a DM and follow me on Instagram. We're always open to new faces. But I really appreciate y'all for popping up. So, and giving your perspective, the male perspective. I love it. So let me know where we can find you guys.
I guess I go first, man. Go first. You know, like I said, I'm Kingy on all platforms. Kingy underscore KOD. I have the longest running music showcase show featured by the Tag app. My live every Thursday night. It's called Getting Lit. In case you ain't know, you know what I'm saying? Come check me out. I stream daily. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of different content working with Jen and Juice on a lot of things. G Way or No Way, one of my co-hosts. If you got idea, anything you want to do, I'm open and I'm willing to collab with everybody. I just want to see everybody succeed and be the best them. That's all it's about with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a mentor, a teacher, whatever. So yeah, just get at me. Like I said, I stream daily. So yeah, just tune in, tap in with me, hit me with a fade, all that.
For sure. Again, I don't have a show on the app at this moment in time, so you'll catch me featured in different things, kind of everything. But you can
Mr.
catch me,
Everything.
but you can catch me live throughout the week. Typically, I'm on between Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'm on when I'm on. I'm usually on in the afternoons, but we're talking about everything from fitness, family, spiritual. We're talking about real estate. We're talking about, I mean, you name it, it's being discussed, and it's all good vibes in there. Pull up, hang out, and that's kind of how we roll. But you can catch me consistently this month, every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, doing the Lose to Win Challenge with Lex the Gentleman. I'm the co-host for that, and we're changing people's lives mentally and physically. And that's what I'm about, making impact, positive change, pushing good vibes, and just trying to share some love. So that's me in a nutshell. Thanks, Jen. I'm big on gratitude. I appreciate the opportunity to come out, discuss this. And fellas, appreciate y'all, man, for
Hey,
hanging out and
appreciate
sharing
you
some
having,
perspective.
man.
Nah,
Yeah.
big facts. Man, big salutes to the co-host, most definitely the host, Jen and Juice around this thing. You know what I'm saying? I just want to throw that in there too.
Yeah. Well, of course, it's your co-host G Way No Way. Man, fave me. Don't just look at my profile. I'm normally on 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until about midnight. Uh, Tomorrow's the premiere of my mother trucking show. So if y'all know any truck drivers, tell them to come through tomorrow at 9 p.m. It's the premiere of my first trucking show, trucking talk show. We're gonna talk about the industry and stuff like that. So make sure y'all pull up. I got a lot going on. Tuesday, I got the sports block, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wednesday, I got Shake That You Know What Wednesday with my DJ Brooklyn's Own DJ. That's 9 o'clock as well. Thursday, I'm on Getting Lit with Kingy, co-hosting over there. If you got some music talent, come through. Friday, I got the Red Light Special every Friday with Brooklyn's Own DJ at 9 p.m. Standard Time. So if you like R&B, make sure y'all pull up, man. Other than that, man, make sure y'all fave and hit the name, follow the Instagram. That way you know exactly what is going on. Because every day I got something going on, man. I'm busy and booked.
For sure. So I am your host, Jen and Juice, the hostess with the mostest. You can find me here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also find me late nights into early mornings. I've been switching up my schedule, so I'm going live during the day and the night. So you never know when to catch me, but I'm going to work on getting my schedule consistent so y'all know when to find me. I also do graphics for Getting Lit Productions, for also G Way and many of the uh, the dream team. So y'all make sure you tap in for your graphic needs, y'all. If you enjoyed the show, make sure y'all hit up Top Badge Rello and go vote for the Red Room Talk for best show, y'all. We getting lit in here. But I definitely also am good for gratitude. So I thank you guys for coming and giving your perspective. It's been a great show. It's been an honor having you all here. I'd love to have y'all back. You know, I love all y'all. So thanks for tapping into the show. Thank you all in the comments. This is the time when you get your bouncer badge every week. So to all of you who've shown love, y'all all got your little red bottoms on. So make sure y'all come back next week. Saturday we have another good show for y'all. So I definitely appreciate all of you. I'm gonna go ahead and play a song, give us the outro for my videographer, and then we'll go ahead and step out, y'all. And don't be afraid to stay tuned and jump in the box to give your perspective, y'all.
Aquano Sounds production. What up, sound?